Hi everyone, so my name is Shalini and welcome to my channel. I was thinking like what should I basically speak about since this is my first video. I thought I would do like a welcome to booktube tag, but instead of that I am just going to do the mid-year book freakout tag. Without any further ado, let's jump right into it. So the first question is the best book I have read this year, so far this year. And this is a very difficult question, but I think I'm going to go ahead with Funny Story by Emily Henry. I won't say, I don't know yet if this book is like my favorite Emily Henry adult romance, but I really loved it. I really enjoyed it. So let's move on to the next question, which is the best sequel I have read this year. It's by Rebecca Ross, and I'm not going to share the cover because of the SMP strike. I'm just going to put a link in my description so you can know more about the strike if you don't already know. So next question is new release you haven't read yet but want to. So I would say it's this book. I have heard a lot of good things about this fantasy. It's When the Moon Hatched by Sarah A. Parker, and I got this. The publisher, the Indian publisher of this book sent me a copy. And the next question is biggest disappointment. I can't believe I'm about to say this, but it's The Familiar by Leigh Bardugo. It's not as good as I had expected it would be. It's historical fantasy, and I think it's set, if I remember correctly, it's set during the Spanish Inquisition. And yeah, the cover is really pretty. Just look at it, it's so pretty. It's gorgeous. I liked some aspects of it, but overall I would say this is a huge disappointment. So the next question is biggest surprise. So the biggest surprise would be, I would say this book. It's also a review copy which was sent to me by the author, and it's called Alice on a Friday Night. It's the book is really like beautiful and unique. There are quite a number of illustrations, and if you're a visual person like me, you will really appreciate it. I love illustrations, and yeah, this is a dark Alice in a Wonderland retelling. Anyway, my favorite new author. Okay, so my favorite, my god, these books are really heavy. Okay, so my favorite new author would be A. Vora, an epic fantasy. And if you love the comics Avatar, this book has beasts. I mean, like a cross between peacocks and snakes, and we only like saw this one beast in this book, but I am really excited to see more of these magical beasts in the next book. And it has a really unique magical system. It's called the tyrannical law. Basically there are three technically, basically worlds. Like there's a world like where the commoners, I guess, would be. There's another where people there are apparently have committed no sin or anything, but it would probably be an allegory for who apparently who have the privilege of not committing any sins. So there is another world, and of course there's this idea of heaven and hell mixed into it. And I really love the protagonists as well. I also left a review on my Instagram, and I perhaps will make a separate video about this book, but this author would be definitely my favorite new author. So the next question asks me about my favorite fictional crush. It would be the dude from Funny Story. Where is it? Okay, shit. What's his name? Miles. Yeah, so definitely Miles from Funny Story. Newest favorite characters. I just finished this book. It's a novel love story by Poston, and Eileen is a very relatable character. She does have flaws, I mean, don't we all? But I would say, yeah, this Eileen is the only one who is coming to my mind as my newest favorite fictional character. It's by an Indian author, and basically about the plight of being women, and you kind of see the contrast between the two protagonists, one who's older and the one who's younger, who does have more opportunities than the older protagonist, but she's still kind of has to abide by society's norms and everything, and basically like she's encumbered by the patriarchal society, the norms, that the rules and the labels that exist still to this day. Time to make things happier, because the next question asks me, what is a book that made me happy? But I definitely just kicked my feet and giggled while reading this book. It's I Hope This Doesn't Bind You. And this is also academic rivals to lovers romance. Next question is, most beautiful book you have bought so far this year or received. It would definitely be it's this book. It's The Honey Witch by Sydney J. Shields. Look at this. It's absolutely gorgeous. In this light, perhaps it doesn't look as gorgeous, but I can assure you this is stunning. It is also like a cozy sapphic fantasy. So if you do like reading fantasies and want something cozy, so yeah, you should definitely check this book out. So what books do you need to read by the end of the year? Lady Macbeth by Reid. I totally am a hoe for the US cover. I'm a goner. US cover is just so freaking good. It's stunning. I'm just gonna quickly answer the bonus question, which is most read authors of this year. Most read author. I guess the most read author would be Ollie Hazelwood, because didn't she release like 2 books this year? Reid and Not in Love. I quickly want to share 2 more books that I really loved this year, and the first one would be Icarus, imagining of the myth of Icarus, and I absolutely love the story. Icarus here is a thief, and he's forced by his dad to basically steal paintings, and so he always steals paintings from Helios's dad's house unbeknownstly, like he doesn't know it that Helios is there, and one day suddenly Helios catches him, kinda, doesn't see his face, I think. Definitely recommend this book. Another cozy fantasy I would recommend you read is this. It's called Call Forth a Fox. It's by Grabo, and look at the cover. It's it's gorgeous. It's absolutely cozy. I love it. Thank you for watching this, and I hope you enjoyed me just talking about the books I read. One more book that's new and I want to read this year is Cross the Line. It's an F1 romance. I have wanted to read this book for a long time, but would you be able to tell that? Because who looks up Wuhan? I mean, this has been lying on my shelf for God knows how long. This is an advanced copy. This is an advanced copy. I have wanted to read this book for a long time, and I still am talking to you that I want to read this. This is on my TBR. I haven't gotten to it. Like, I hope I get to this by at least end of this year, or else I would look like a major fool. So yeah, this is also, you know, me telling you to read your books, girl. Read the books on your bookshelf. If you have any ideas for my next video, please leave them in the comments. If you want to find me, I'll just leave all my social media links in the description below. But you can usually find me on Instagram rather than anywhere else. So that's it. Bye!